There's not a lot of pressure. There's not a lot of pressure at all this year. It's just like, yeah, for me, it's just like a gift even getting in and getting a chance to run the race in the clockwise direction and seeing it in a new way, I think is like how I'm going into it this year. I didn't have a whole lot of time to think about it. It's not like I've been planning since the lottery in December. I was so far back, I just wrote it off. It's not going to be a Hardrock year, and it typically isn't for me in an even numbered year. And then all of a sudden just moved up. So, you know, what can I do? Just get in a couple runs and throw together some gear and take off into the mountains.
What a lovely morning. It is great. Yeah, not too cold at all.
Yeah, the jacket's gonna go away before we start.
Oh, for sure. It's always fun to be at the start of Hardrock. There's obviously so many like old friends that are running it. There's so many friends cheering on and just they're out there to support. So like the race morning's kind of electric.
Okay, buddy. Thank you. I guess I shouldn't start it quite yet, huh? Maybe close. This course was slaying you down. Yeah. All right, we got 30 seconds. 2022 Hardrock 100.
What? What? Is that what I'm here? What? Shit! Oh my gosh!
Good work! Hey, have a great day out there! Woo! Great day!
Jamil and I, we'd planned to run together and like we couldn't find each other at the start. So I just jumped in, and once the race started, I did what I normally do at Hardrock, which is walk out of town. And sure enough, pretty soon he saw me as the only person walking and joined me.
I was drawn 6th on the veteran men's wait list. And I believe there's 25 veteran spots. Either way, it's not a ton of spots considering being 6th on the wait list. So I figured it probably wouldn't move back to 6th. Like a lot of times people hold onto the slots, they're pretty coveted. There's always people that are ready and trained ahead of you.
3 miles in here, climbing up Bear Creek, Silverton. Yeah, it's a beautiful morning out here. We've just busted out the poles and we're trying to play it smart.
There wasn't a whole lot of movement until I think a month ago. I think I was still 5th. So it moved up 1 spot in 6 months. And all of a sudden it started moving, and they had a service form that was due, and some people moved up on some of the other lists. Just like slowly but surely, all of a sudden I was 4th and then 3rd, and then one day I checked in, I was 1st, and I knew that my brother was coming off of an injury about a month ago, was in a boot. And I was thinking, well, that's gonna be my spot right there. So I started training some more, and as we got closer, I still wasn't in, and he was looking like he was more likely to run. So I was just kind of sitting there waiting, and then finally got the call a week and a half ago from Dale that he had a spot for me.
Apparently Nick says it's eat time, so I gotta find something here. I think I'm gonna do some of these chews. Some strawberry Cliff Blocks. Okay, we're an hour 45 in. We are going to be climbing up that ridge. We might even spot a Killian up there at some point. All right, we're 6.6 miles in. The final traverse across before we climb up this ridge.
Half the time we would just run races together start to finish. The other half the time we would be racing each other. And one would go out faster, the other would pass him partway through, the first one would pass again, and then we'd both end up like exhausted 80% into the race and just finish the thing together. So like we have a long history of doing this, like we enjoy it, you know, we pace each other's races all the time. It just seems like both our fitness level, we should be going out at about the same pace. Whether we are planning on it or not, we've kind of realized like we're going to end up doing it because we're going out in the same shape.
All right, we're 2.5 hours in at 12,200 feet. We've just got a little tiny bit more climbing until we have the downhill into KT8 station. Actually feeling pretty good. We're taking it nice and easy.
I'm not as prepared as I would like to be, but I would say I'm still, like I'm in a position where I know I can finish the race. Like I know I could even have a reasonable race. And sometimes you don't truly know what you have until you get out there. Been running, you know, Hardrock since '09 or out here since even 2007. So, you know, I'm super familiar with the mountains and the trails, and I know my body pretty well. So I think I can get around the mountains tomorrow and the next day.
All right, coach's split had us in at 3 hours there, and we were about 3:11, I think. Perfect, maybe. Probably better to be, 11 minutes slow than too fast.
As we climbed up towards Island Lake, we saw so many friends out on the trail cheering us on, so many familiar faces. I felt so good at that point. Been up there so many times, and there was quite a crowd that was gathered up on the ridge, so it was just so awesome to see.
Those are Currys. What's up, boys?
Some say it's the spiritual center of the Hardrock 100 and the community at large.
Apparently.
Standards. No, sir. Just do trail work and a qualifier. Here so far.
Living the dream. Look at you guys. Enjoying it, man.
Heading down from Grant Swamp Pass is one of the more gnarly descents on the course. I would say the only other one that can compare to it would be the descent from Virginia's Pass. This one is particularly fun. It is just this loose mountain of scree, so loose rocks, so you can really bomb down this as long as you just go with the flow of the rocks. Skipping down, I was having an absolute blast.
We came in quicker than Dylan was expecting, so he's
so far so good. Early on, but 20 miles down, so not too bad.
felt pretty good overall. Yeah, Nick and I have just been mostly together. He opened it up a little on that last downhill. We're at the 6 hour mark right now, and my heart rate's been high on this climb, so it's coming down a little bit here. I was like 165. Probably pushing a little too hard right now, but I don't want to lose Nick.
There are very few places in the world like the San Juans. Like even elsewhere in Colorado, there's stuff similar, but I feel like nothing quite the same, where the density of mountains is just so extreme here. And like Silverton, where it starts, this town exists because there's this little half-mile by mile flat-ish area, and then on every side it's just like mountains with mountains in between those, with mountains in between those. In every direction there's mountains. And you get to the top of any of them and you get this 360-degree view that's like, pictures are amazing, but the pictures like really don't do any justice to it. It's like unfathomable to see it in person.
Just surpassed 20 miles in 6 hours. And we're going up Oscars right now. We can see the top. All I just topped out on Oscars. Six hours, 40. It's inevitable to feel it at some point. Thanks for being out here. We're 7 hours, 9 minutes in and 23.8 miles. So right on target to hit Telluride around 7 hours, 40 minutes. Very close to.
Alrighty. Good job. Hi. Oh, I love you so much. Thanks for being here. Can I keep going?
The Hardrock community likes to use the term true Hardrocker for those that have finished the course in both the clockwise and counterclockwise direction. I first got into the race in 2009 and ran the counterclockwise direction. So I summited up and over Handy's Peak early in the race and then go through Ouray and Telluride. And turns out that was kind of the luck of the draw for me. So I went 2009, then 13, 2015, 2017, and then 2021 was my 5th finish. So according to Hardrock, I am not yet a true Hardrocker going into this year. So.
We're in Telluride, it's a great day.
It's happening.
It's like a quarter over, crazy. But yeah, Nick, he just like took off on the downhill and I was feeling a little like too much pounding.
Yeah.
So I just eased off, which I think is good. I don't know how far ahead he is, but
He's not far ahead. He just, he's maybe just a few minutes ahead of you, but he didn't stop in the aid station at all. He just grabbed his new pack and that was it.
Yeah. That's what he does. So yeah, who knows what'll happen if I'll see him again. I may never see him again. I might see him in a little bit. Who knows?
Well, I got ahead of Jamil on the downhill in the Telluride. Got through the aid station quick. So now I'm heading up to Kruger's Canteen. Hopefully he's not far behind.
Picking up some. Woo, this is pretty legit! Look at this! It's coming down right now! Oh my gosh! The rain and the hail, I'm getting absolutely soaked! Woo! Getting tired. 30 miles in, and it's drying out, sun is out. That was a crazy storm. Higher up, there's a ton of hail everywhere on the ground, so the people above me got hit pretty hard. Bunch of thunder and lightning. It's kind of moved on for the time being, but you never know.
So Jamil fell back, coming into Telluride on the downhill, and then I think I got out a lot quicker than him. So he's somewhere back behind climbing, heading up to Kruger's Canteen. Right back behind me.
You know, this race is so beautiful, it's so tough, it has all the right things. It's old school, it has people that devote their whole year to volunteering for this race and like pouring their heart and soul. And when that happens, and you have just the feeling of being out there, just speaking from experience, you know, of running through these mountains, even if you've never run the Hardrock, like it's an insane experience just to run up across these mountain ranges and do epic long days in the San Juans, and to tie it all together and to run through these towns is unique in the sport, I think, anywhere. And you see it even with guys like Killian. I mean, Killian is drawn to this race because it's like anti the European scene, it's anti the UTMB scene, it's different. It doesn't even call itself a race, it's just a run. They say it's the Hardrock 100 endurance run.
Pretty close to 13,000 feet here. What's up, Joe? Thanks, man. I gotta ask, how's my brother doing?
He's good. He's way ahead. He's like probably an hour and a half at least.
No way.
He's cruising. Moonwalked right through there.
What's your sit?
Oh, Jamil Coury.
Water.
Thank you guys. Appreciate it. Water? John Kroger's volunteer.
Out of Telluride, like, you know, it's a real steep climb up to Kroger's, and it was just blazing and it's steep, and then a storm blew in. I just got caught up to Maggie and Darcy, and we just got hammered with like rain and hail. We're like trying to huddle under a tree to get our rain jackets on, and it just blasted us for, I don't know, 15-20 minutes. And then, like a lot of the weather around here, as soon as it came, it was gone. And then it was just hot and humid again.
Yeah, I'll take it. Is that enough?
Yeah.
I'll change it with a good old-fashioned water.
Thanks for being up here.
Yeah.
How's you guys hit any weather?
It
Past you, really?
sounds like you guys got more
so
work
far.
than we did. So yeah, we were quite
Water.
Yeah.
Thank you.
With a paintbrush. Good work.
First one to do it, I guess.
Yeah, we can
Whatever.
You got it.
yeah.
All right, thank you.
Good luck, man. Have fun. One line four.
Good, good.
Oh, God.
Made it over. A little update at mile 34.66. I just passed the Governor Basin Old Aid Station location, and I was 1 minute under target time. That's great. I thought I was going to be quite a bit behind. So I just need to run 10-minute miles downhill on Camp Bird Road to hit Ouray at 11:55 elapsed time. So Nick is at this point long gone. I don't know what he's thinking or doing, because we were supposed to kind of be on this same pace that I'm running, at least through Ouray, maybe further. So either he's just feeling really good or might come back to bite him.
No, you're full there. What can I get you for food?
213.
213. Thank you.
Some sort of real food.
We have rice balls.
That's vegan.
Vegan. We got vegan, gluten-free.
There's
sweet potatoes.
soup.
Let's try one of these.
Let me get it out. PB&J. Yep. We have veggies.
Just about 40 miles in here in 11:28. Trying to time it so that I hit Ouray at 11:55. So that'd be, what, 27 minutes from now? I think I have 3 miles to go. And you can see I'm walking right here. Anytime it's flat, basically flat, or slightly up, I'm walking. You can see the guys ahead of me, they're just jogging, but I'm walking. I'm scared about my fitness this year, and I don't want to suffer later too badly, because there will be suffering. You know there will be suffering. Hardrock is hard for a reason.
This is one of the coolest parts of the whole course. And watch your head.
Let's go, Nick! Yeah! All right, man.
Yeah.
Way to go, buddy.
Yo! Isn't this fun? I'm still having fun. Yeah, Jamil, I kind of lost him going down into Telluride.
I think you got 2 miles on it.
Yeah, I don't think he's doing bad. I think I just sped up a bit. So far so good. We'll see if I pay for this later, but I think I'm right where I want to be.
Yeah, your downhills look super strong, dude.
Yeah, I'm definitely feeling stuff like quads they have some achiness, but seems like as long as I'm not pushing hard, they're fine. Yeah, that whole road felt good. No, I'm good. I got
put a burrito in there. He's got a burrito. No, nothing else.
Thank you.
Cool. I've got all the crap in there. Should be good to go.
Good. Plenty of gloves. Got your stuff in case it rains. All right, Nick.
All right, let's go. This way.
Good job.
Looks like maybe 2 hours of sprinkles or maybe rain. I got downpoured going out of Telluride. It like smashed me and like Maggie and Darcy for like 15 minutes, 20 minutes straight. Just absolutely annihilated us. And then it went away. And then it was hot again.
How are you feeling going into the night?
About as good as I could hope. Like, it's tough to tell. Like, I can definitely feel my lack of fitness, but I can also feel that I have a ton of base. So I think it'll make up for it. That's one of those things, like either it's gonna go well or it's not, and I won't know until that happens. I think I'll know past handies if this is a really good race or not such a good race. So far, I can't complain getting this far, feeling this good.
Get it, baby.
Look who I found! Maggie! How's Hardrock?
Good. I did a lot of training and maybe you not so much.
Yeah.
And here we are.
Here we are. Whatever.
I got into the sport with my 2 younger brothers. We all ran our first ultra marathon together at the same exact race. And so that's like, we're always gonna have that. And anytime I get to line up and start a race that they're a part of, it's always gonna be something special and kind of bring us back to those days a little bit.
When I got into the race in 2009, that year the course was run in the counterclockwise direction, and I never gave it much thought. I thought, yeah, at some point soon I'm gonna get a chance to run this race in the clockwise direction. And year after year, my name would not get pulled on even numbered years, so I would instead pace friends, I would pace Nick, film the race. As the years rolled on, I kept getting in odd numbered years.
Not only is it steep and rocky and all that, but then it's at altitude and it's so high up. So it's just another factor.
Excited?
Super excited. 24 hours ago when I was asked to pace, I was not excited as I've never done it, but we're doing it. Stoked.
There's some really loud thunder and a lot of lightning, so we got that going for us. All right, rainstorm number 2 is upon.
And there will be low moments and you will be tired. You're gonna be breathing hard, going up to 13,000 and then 14,000 feet above sea level. There's gonna be energy swings and all kinds of things out there. That's why we do 100 milers.
All right, we're crossing the 550 right now. You can see the road right down there.
And once you've done a few hundreds or a couple hundreds, it's like you want to find one that's tougher maybe, and it can challenge you, keep you moving up.
All right, Bear Creek Trail. This is classic hard rock right here. Massive drop-offs.
Just past the engineer aid station, and now we've got this to look at. Heading up to Engineer Pass, 5 miles down to Animus, then heading over Handies in the night. Still moving well.
Getting close to the halfway mark here. Still got daylight the last little bit up on the highest of the peaks. You can see we're probably within a half hour of the engineer aid station, which I'm hoping to hit by 9 p.m. which is a half hour from now. Josh is feeling good, I'm feeling good. I just learned we're ahead of the second place woman now. We passed Maggie and Darcy back there. So just Courtney's ahead. I don't know what place I'm in, but I don't care, to be honest.
Oh, that's deep.
Welcome to Hard Rock. We've been christened.
About time. Woo! 2, 1, 3.
So they told me Nick is an hour ahead. Crazy guy. He's got fitness, man. And his injury must be healed. All right, thanks guys. Thanks so much.
Go get it done.
Nice job, guys.
Early in my career, the night is awful. Like the first time I did Hard Rock, it was the lowest point easily. My feet froze for 6 hours. I couldn't feel them. Pace slows. You have to look at a headlamp and the little tunnel vision you get from that. But recently, the better I've gotten, like I look forward to the night more than the day, because that's where I'm passing people. That's where I'm coming alive. I get to start pushing. And this year, I didn't know what to expect.
Woo! Engineer. I'm totally gonna sit here for like 2 seconds. Oh, yes. Man, we just topped out at almost 13,000. Faintest amount of light left. Astronomical twilight. Feeling tired. But we're over halfway. It's hard to breathe up here. I guess we should get lower.
My stuff. Is it down there?
We're down below.
Okay. What does the forecast look like? Is it all clear?
It's looking like it's clear now.
How cold is it?
It hasn't been that cold.
Okay.
It's been
All right. Gonna make some risky clothing decisions then. Going singlet and nothing else. No jacket. No gloves. Just run. Nice job.
right here, right.
Hello. All right, checking in. 117.
117. You got the drop by?
I'm checking out. I'm good.
You're checking out?
Yep.
You have the pacer?
Yes. All right. Where's my stuff?
Nice work.
Good job, Nick.
Oh, hi, Anthony. Come over.
Hey, Nick Coury.
Yeah.
Do you have any requests from the aid station, Nick Coury?
Hi.
Nope.
Where's Lindsay?
Where's my stuff? That's all. Okay.
Right here.
Okay.
There's a chair right there.
Do you need something from the aid station?
No, not if you have the burrito.
Yeah, I have there should be a burrito in there.
Yeah. I did.
I packed a special burrito.
How's your wipes? You put some in there already?
No.
You need some?
Maybe. Maybe
What
not.
do you need?
Oh, the wipes.
It's gonna be too late. I'm gonna be gone.
Excited.
Let's do it.
Ready?
Okay.
Okay, dude.
Woo!
Hell yeah, dude.
Actually, I don't need my hat. Here, hat. There we go.
Good job, runner. Good job. Good to see you, buddy.
Yeah, thanks for coming.
Yeah, man.
Stoked to have you all night.
Yeah, dude.
Wait. Here we are. Made it.
I mean, it's special because it's so hard. And I don't know, maybe in my head I minimize it because I've been able to complete it 5 times and kind of used to the mountain terrain. I've been able to spend so much time up here, but I mean, you're talking 33 to 34,000 feet of climbing. It is just constantly up and down. It is relentless out there. It is remote, and some sections are kind of cross country. It's typically more minimally marked. There's just a lot of factors involved in it, And while they have a lot of aid stations out there, the terrain is so tough that it's hours between aid stations, even though they have, I think, 15 of them.
He's just about ready. Thank you.
There were a few times through the night when I was thinking about Nick, where on course he might be. I didn't really have much beta on it. Considering I didn't see him anywhere on course, I figured he was doing pretty well. He had a pretty strong race considering what he was up against going into the race. Having an Achilles injury, having to get PRP therapy 5 or 6 weeks before the race, and being in a boot to be able to move up in the field as much as he did, to start out where he was with me and to come in the 30-hour range is pretty special for him.
Side and nice, easy, buttery smooth single track.
All right, it's about 3 in the morning. We're coming into Burroughs.
We're here at Burroughs Park. It's 3 something in the morning. Here is my amazing meal of vegan pot stickers. We got John Kelly right over here. Almost 5 o'clock. 70 miles in. We just heard that Killian beat Francois by 15 minutes. And got some hash browns and avocados and a cold brew coffee. And been sitting by this fire for just a few minutes. Not gonna stay long. And John Kelly got up and he's here, and you might see him on the trail because we're gonna head out. Good morning, we're heading up towards Pole Creek section. Been super tired, especially the last hour as the sun's coming up. We're not doing terrible, we're not doing great. But my back has been hurting for like as long as I can remember with this pack on. So it seems to be getting worse.
How you feeling, man? I felt better. I felt worse. I feel fine. Legs don't have pep though.
Yeah.
That's okay. Like I'm climbing fine. I'm not bombing downhills anymore.
Yeah.
Excellent.
But I'm moving. Yeah. No issues.
Nice.
Like no big issues.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fucking overnight.
Yeah. Actually, like I had this crazy like burst of something from 60 to 80. I like destroyed Handies, and then all the way up Cataract Gulch, and like halfway through Pole Creek. There's no one behind me that should be able to catch me, so I can just have fun.
As good as I felt, as much as I do have base fitness unexpectedly, I still don't have that much training. Around 80, I realized like I don't need to destroy myself. The whole goal of this is to come through this healthy. Then I started thinking back to the balance of I don't need to like push myself into the ground here. That isn't the goal. I've already had a great race and I want to enjoy the rest.
Ready?
Ready.
Yeah, good luck, Nick. Where are we at? Over here, straight this way. Yeah, buddy. All right. Would you like to lead it?
We were soaked all night, and just like river crossing, and then just falling into mud constantly, and just it was. But we were moving, but it just.
Well, you got your elements. You wanted some elements.
I did.
Okay, 26:34 into this thing. We're finally moving a little bit better again, and we just spotted the new Pole Creek aid station. You can see it right down there. We spent all that time trying to stay dry.
Now we gotta get wet.
All right, just getting up to Maggie Pole Pass. We're 28:30 into the run. Anthony's a ways back. All right, I can see the second to last aid station, Maggie Gulch, right down there. Thank you. All right, Anthony's calling it.
Yeah, unfortunately, the health shit I've been dealing with the past couple of years here is flaring up right now, so I'm pretty dizzy and I don't want to slow jam down, so he knows his way.
Well, thank you for joining me. That was a stretch. We did good.
Oh man, it was great. Great to be out.
You kept me motivated.
So,
All right, man.
all right, man. Well, good luck. And,
Sounds good. All right, try and get it done as soon as I can. All right, a little check-in. I'm probably 11 or 12 miles from the finish now, coming down Green Mountain. Just over 30 hours in right now. This will probably be 33 something, which is perfectly fine with me.
Let's go! Yeah! Man of the hour. Coming in!
Unless there's other things that I want to do, I would do this race every year if I could, because it's just, it's something else.
Everybody welcome Nick Coury back to Silverton! Thank you, Jim. Good job, buddy. Congratulations, gang. Congratulations. You kick ass every year like this.
I try it. I just come out here and have fun.
Yeah. Well, you do great, man. It's like I just keep...
At 11,200 feet, we can get up to 13,000. Divey's Little Giant. Race time is 31:30. And I'm tired. But I got Gary here pacing me, and he's setting a good pace up here, so hopefully we're done before too long. All right, we are approaching Arastra Creek, which is the final major river crossing. It's about 3 miles from there to the rock. My IT band blew up in the last 10 or 15 miles, so I'm having to baby it a bit, kind of limping sideways. But I think we're making good time still.
As I hit the streets of Silverton, the pain mostly went away. I just focused on running every step all the way to that rock. It's been a culmination of a lot of years of coming out to this race, of towing the line, of being part of this experience, and it was a bittersweet moment for me to finally finish this course in both directions, to be able to call myself a true Hardrocker. It's been a long time coming, and something that I know I'm always going to cherish.
Hey, look who's here! It's Jam Jam!